Okay. Okay. Hi, Kai. So it's my second pregnancy, and I'm so excited. I'm telling my mom that I'm pregnant, and she's telling me, I hope it's a girl, and I'm telling her, I think I'm gonna name her Nina, or maybe Sylvia, or definitely her middle name will be Rose. And we're standing in the ocean, and I'm telling her, and I'll never forget that day, telling my mom that I think I'm pregnant with my baby girl. I the pregnancy happened quickly. We weren't planning it. It was fast, but it was fine. I had a toddler. I knew he'd be a great big brother. I was in my mid 30s, just finished grad school. But they talk about mother's intuition, and I knew something was wrong. Something was definitely wrong. And at my first prenatal visit at 8 weeks, I told the midwife that some days I had contractions. Some days I had cramps that felt like contractions, and some days I didn't feel pregnant at all. So they did an ultrasound. Everything was fine. Because I was almost 35, the midwife did suggest we have the early screening for chromosomal abnormalities. We waited 3 weeks for that appointment, and I had this kind of slow growing knot in my stomach. And I didn't know what I was praying for, but I was praying for something. And we went to that appointment on the sixth floor at Newton Wellesley Hospital, where we planned to have the baby. The ultrasound technician never looked me in the eyes. I knew something was wrong with my baby. And by the time the doctor came in, there were, that shiny, plasticky, white paper under you in the medical facilities. There were holes in the paper where my tears had landed and dried and landed again. So the doctor, who was kind of joking, like, you have a toddler at home, you're doing this again. And he said, I recommend that you have some diagnostic testing today and find out what's going on with this baby. So we did that. We had a long conversation with the genetic counselor, and we had the CVS procedure testing that day. 48 hours later that the genetic counselor called, and she said, I have news that you don't want to hear. Our baby had trisomy 18. So trisomy 18 means there's an extra copy of the material on chromosome 18 in every cell of the body. We asked so many questions. We emptied so many boxes of tissues. Half of these pregnancies will result in stillbirth. Half will not have a first birthday. Few will live into their 20s and 30s without being able to live independently. And I couldn't introduce my toddler to his baby sister. The genetic counselor helped me make the appointment. We waited a week to get the appointment. My toddler turned 2. We had a party. We kind of figured out how we would, keep this presence in our lives. And when the day finally came, it was raining outside. We drove past the protesters. I used to work at Brigham and Women's Hospital, so I know that there are protesters there every Tuesday and Thursday morning outside by the T. People were so supportive of me. When it was over, I felt cold, very cold. The story is sad. I think of that baby every day. I one time heard that the DNA of our children lives in our bodies for 21 years. I don't know if that's true, but I'll always remember that baby. And I wanted to just tell you the story, I guess, because it's sad, right? But I'm here in Massachusetts, and so think about what it would have been like if I were in Mississippi or Texas or South Dakota, where laws and mandates and regulations are making a moment where we can really turn into a compassionate moment for a family, for a woman. They're making this into cruelty and unusual treatment. And so I'm just so grateful that I'm here, that I could make my choice, that we're all here, and I think that we just need to remember women in other places. And I just wanted to share that with you, because could you imagine what it would have been like if I had to listen to the heartbeat of that baby or wait an additional 24 hours? Nothing could have made it more painful. So thank you.